I'm Andrew Phillips and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a product review, and this product review is actually going to be on the Gizmo Mogwai puppet. This is the puppet created by Trick or Treat Studios, so let's go ahead and get started. Now first let me start by saying if you go on to YouTube or just online in general, there's a lot of different reviews for this puppet created by Trick or Treat Studios. Some of them are some horror stories, other ones are actually some praise reports. I've seen different photos out there, to be honest. I saw some where the job was just terrible and you're wondering what were they using as a reference because the hair pattern is just ridiculous. I've seen some where you look at it and you're like, hey, this is a really good replica. So to be honest, when I did order it, and I did order it through my friend's company. Perhaps if you saw my other review that I did on the Gremlin puppet by Trick or Treat Studios, and I had a link on there, you can get these puppets through thehorrorbox.com. I'll put that here at the bottom. You can also get it through his actual retail store. If you're in the Maryland area, he has a retail store in Ellicott City, historic Ellicott City, Maryland. And the name of the store is The Unusual Company. I'm going to put a link for that as well. You can buy either one of those through him as well as through Trick or Treat Studios directly. Basically with this though, when I did order it, I didn't know what I was going to be getting. And as I started to read some of these horror stories, I started to get a little bit concerned as far as what the quality was going to be. But in a second here, I'm going to bring the actual puppet out so you can see it. I have to admit, I was very impressed with this puppet. I thought they did a very good job, at least on the one that I got. So instead of holding this up any longer, let me go ahead and bring the puppet here and we'll go ahead and start analyzing it. All right, here it is right here. Basically when you get it, it comes in this little box right here. He's strapped in, nothing really major. Need to remove it. This particular puppet here was sculpted by David Anderson for Trick or Treat Studios using the original Mogwai, I believe, puppet as a reference. In my opinion, as I just mentioned, I think it's very well done. I think it's very well detailed, really captures the likeness of Gizmo from the movie Gremlins, from the first one. The second Gremlins movie, they changed Gizmo as well as the other Gremlin puppets. I didn't care for that movie too much, but off of the original movie, the first one, that's what he's based off of, and you can see here. Let's go ahead and get a close-up of that. The hair pattern is very well done. The detailing, as far as on the nose, the mouth, the hands, and the nails and everything is very well done. One of the only things I had an issue with are the eyes. Even though they do look good, they're obviously painted on and they show. It'd be good if they would have been able to put maybe some glass eyes or even just kind of like a glass veneer or something on there to make them a little bit better. So I may touch that up later. The nails are very well done, as I just mentioned. He looks very good. There's detail here in the ears, and I'm going to get some close-ups of him as soon as I'm done talking. And then here on the back, this is basically how he looks. Now, there is a flap that comes out here, so that way you can put your hand inside. You can't control the mouth, obviously because of him being too small, but you can control the legs right here. You can put your fingers in there and you can move the legs. You can also go in here, and you can also move his arms. And then you can go up into his head right here, and then you can have him move around. So that's pretty much all the functionality that he has because of his size. Now, he does look small, but to be honest, he is to scale. So this is the right size. He's not too small. This is exactly how it should be. But you're moving pretty good. And I'll get a close-up on the inside. He's actually very well made, very flexible latex that they used. Very well detailed here. You can see on the bottom of the feet and the hands. Very well done. As I mentioned already, I was very impressed with it. I thought it was very, very well done. But let me get some close-ups so you can see exactly how he looks up close. You can see here the detailing on the hands, very well shaded around the nails, around the feet as well. One of the other things here besides the eyes is the way they have the hair glued around the wrist. It's just kind of a clear line instead of, kind of coming over more like that, like in the movie. I mean, you could probably work with that, but to be honest, that didn't bother me too much. Here's a good shot of him here. You can see the detailing here in the ears. They have the little veins painted in there, which looks really cool. And as I mentioned before, you can see the eyes. Even though they do look good, you can clearly see that they're painted. The nose is very well detailed. The mouth. I saw some examples of some online where they had the fur kind of glued here on the chin like a beard, which I don't know where they got that from, but this one here does not have that. The face looks very good, and just the pattern, just in general, I just think it's a very well-made puppet and just very good likeness of Gizmo from the original movie. Go ahead and show here. You can see the bottom of his feet, detailing there. Let's go ahead and turn him around and I'll show the inside. Here's the inside. That's for the legs. And you come up there into his belly area. And then you've got his arms here on each side. And then going up there into his head right there. You've got this flap here, which when you're not using, you could just tuck that back in and kind of give him more of a finished look here from the back. All right, well, I also brought my Gremlin puppet here so you can kind of see the scale, see the ratio there. This is the other one that I had made through Trick or Treat Studios. If you want to see the product review of this, you can do so via the link shown above. And here it is here. Both of them, in my opinion, very well made. I've seen other Gizmo puppets made by other companies which have been very good as well. But to be honest, I think this one looks really good. So overall, I think this is an excellent puppet. Like I said, outside of the eyes and just this little bit of the hair here around the wrists, I think other than that, I think he's perfect. So excited for that. I've also gone ahead and ordered the Gremlin, but the Stripe, who was kind of the leader in the movie, the one who had the mohawk. So that'll be coming in soon. I'm going to do a review on that. And then I'm probably also going to have the Stripe version of the Mogwai made as well, and I'll do a review on that in the upcoming videos. So that pretty much wraps this up. Overall, I would highly recommend it. I would do some research because unfortunately, like I said, there are some people out there that I guess got a bad batch because some of the ones I've seen were horrendous. But this one here, I got to admit, I was very impressed. I think because maybe I was expecting the worst, and then when it arrived, I was impressed with that. So if you can get one like this, I'd highly recommend it. I think it's very well done. If you want to put it on display or whatever you want to do with it, it's very cool. So that pretty much wraps up this review. Please send me any questions, any comments. I would love to hear from you. Any feedback, love to hear from it. As always, I appreciate all of the support, so please like this video, subscribe to this channel. I'm always posting things pertaining to automotive repair, casino and gaming repair, as well as upgrades, modifications. Also doing occasional things like this that are just kind of out of that mold and just some random product reviews and just miscellaneous videos. If you do want to purchase either one of these, as mentioned earlier, you can do so via thehorrorbox.com, theunusualcompany.com, or through Trick or Treat Studios as well. They have a website where you can order as well online. So any of those sources, as well as I think some other retailers also carry these. So once again, I thank you for the support, and we'll see you next time.